Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is going to go down. They sack him.
They can't stop us, baby.
On the
Every
final
time,
play
it's a
of
sack.
the first
Come
quarter.
on, fellas.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands. Let's see what kind of disruption.
You don't want
Here's Mahomes to throw. You don't right. This is caught. Watkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the clock. Fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Right here, right here. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey!
Mahomes on 4th. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl. Run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Yellow! Go on, 80! Come off the ball hard!
So after after the INT. Here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
50.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Right there. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Right side.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Get him,
Pass
boy.
complete.
Get him, boys.
But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a
Yellow.
catch.
Yeah.
Let's go, blue.
But still,
Check.
no
53
yardage.
Smite.
Okay.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Ship.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
And the gun on third down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yellow. That's a line.
We remind you that coming
Let's
up
go,
at
let's get
halftime,
this
we'll
ball
pay
back
a
for the offense.
visit
Let's
to
go.
Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This is caught by Watkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You better talk to your boy.
Pick,
You better talk to your boy.
Garrett
Have him
coming
protect
in
you.
to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal.
Yellow.
But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster. Now on second and goal, back even further, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Line. That's a line.
Let's get the ball.
Right side.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
It's sick.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Regular.
Down 3
Point it
under a
right,
minute to go.
point it right.
How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Hey, orbit.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 times. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
Run, run, run.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Don't throw my side.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the
Yellow.
pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered
gonna need
offenses
some
that you're
therapy after
facing
this.
may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time was left. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
A big play there just before halftime.
We're going to work.
59 yards.
Yellow.
Mike, 58, right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
I'm going to hit you all day,
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Yellow.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
I'm coming.
$15.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When
Come
they see
on,
that
baby.
happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Williams. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
Easy work, and it's coming
in
again.
the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end left, tight end left. Four down, four down.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Baby.
Sammy Watkins, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike, check 53's Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
And again, it's Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, defense as well will get a few stops.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Pistol.
Now Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. 30 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. That just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half, works. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Yellow.
Christian Kirksey showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
180. I got him. My time.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Williams on the catch. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Come on, fellas.
And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down.
Check 43. Sponge.
They run it again with Joe. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Stop.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a third. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Interception, baby, all day.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Check pass,
So 1st and goal, 6 points here, going a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms, and just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Ripley.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Exit. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Kirksey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, demonstrated time and time again.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception. Just when you start that next drive or no. The Chiefs are going to get him. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down. Following the sack, it's 2nd and 18. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
I'm scared.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Able to avoid him. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
There we go.
24 yards. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
We got this.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Yellow.
I think a confidence hit does
Mike,
occur
number 53. Mike,
once
53.
you start getting those numbers up.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Maybe somebody ran the wrong.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
180.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
The interception, but they did put together. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions. that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, and I think the ball's out.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board.
That's what we do.
It was needing
Let's go.
and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic.
All day. All day. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. 58's the mic. 58.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
They're not ready for this. They still
left.
playing
Now
soccer.
he'll let it go on the run.
Y'all playing
Deep
the wrong
left side.
football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
180.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Here I
last
come.
time
Point it
wasn't
right, point
pretty.
it right,
One
point it
play
right.
and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
King.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Mayfield from his end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 buzz.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
53.
180.
53. Here we go, G.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Yellow.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
That's exactly what's being escaped.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Yellow.
So that complicates things a bit here.
Yellow.
18 yards to go now on second down.
Let's go.
Interesting. Wants to throw it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
At all costs.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Yeah!
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.